Cheese.
Welcome back to Games Van Theater!
And he's brought science!
100 million billion yen.
Tumors.
I have two. They make my brain press up against my skull and it feels squishy.
We really
Well, let's get to the main event.
To Canada! No.
Yes.
I turn around at the border.
What?
Joel, angered at being transported to a new dimension, kicked the can of Baconaise to the mighty heavens of Cheesetopia. Wait, Baconaise? Won't even act.
It exists. It exists.
Baconaise? He wanted to enjoy his brownie so much, but that was impossible now. Being sucked in by Shenrani really isn't the bee's need. Well, isn't this a fine kettle of seven-colored fish in diagonal mode? Joel baloneyed to himself. Were you really hungry when you wrote this?
It says baloned.
It's actually still baloney, it's spelled right.
Yes.
Although I'm sure, knowing the way that Joel was thinking, it was probably supposed to be Joel Bologna to himself.
Yes.
How am I supposed to get back now with that? You were really hungry when you wrote this, weren't you? How am I supposed to get back now without any marmalade? Joel word to himself as he saw his tree before him. A snowing mountain landscape with bush spelt wrong, with bushels of bacon everywhere. Joel, however, did not like bacon on Wednesday. So he was in quite the pickle jar filled with manwich. He then decided to do the monkey and run over 200 miles of landscape. He soon realized it would take forever to get to the nearest town, so he became Super Joel. He lived 100 meters in the air to see where he was in relation to other vegetables. You were really, really fucking hungry when you wrote this.
Or high.
You then
No, it wasn't.
looks like an endless snowy wasteland made from Matt Damon's belly button. He then flew down to the cave to sleep in after the hours of journeying, spelt wrong. Once in the cave, Joel met what could be described as a great monster. Dun dun! Dumb and Dumber is a... What the fuck? I'm reading. Dun dun! Dumb and Dumber is a great movie. Meanwhile, back on Earth 2...
Planet Bob.
Don't fuck with me. I'm this close to eating your soul. Don't fuck with me right now.
Don't eat his soul. Punch him in the soul.
Gaze into the fist of dread.
Anyway, get back to Planet Bob.
Earth 2.
Planet Bob.
Fuck you.
Just go.
There is a
Ceremony.
Crometti honoring Denzel Landwalker for defeating Uncle Phil in Shinrani Poo Melon Pop. Denzel made a speech. I'm sorry. When I first read that word, I thought I thought you were attempting to spell cremation or something like. That's not horribly misspelled. That's like awe-inspiringly stupid. Denzel did a speech and kissed baby. No. And all the normal thing war hero. No to that too.
Just baby's naughty areas.
Men and had a child. After much deliberation, I can't do it. I just can't, guys.
Planet Bob. Denzel kiss baby's naughty areas.
Named to Logan and he became to Wolverine. After 9 minutes, the child was born. Logan went on to name his child Kyle Landwalker.
Oh, God.
That's Phantom, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Daddy!
His original name was Jubilee, but they wanted him to be liked, so they pretended they were traveling voice actors and named him Kyle. And what does that have to do with the name? He would have a happy black... I'm not even going to say it. And so he would have a happy black
Forest
family. Things went well from there, and surprisingly, it happened over 30 minutes.
I love time paradoxes.
We're almost done.
I can see what's ahead, and I'm almost afraid. Back on the other dimension, who are you, monster? Joel said in the... I can't do a John Travolta voice. Hi, my name is Gabrielle Wingu.
Oh, God.
I've covered wars. Oh. Joel decided that this is where the story needed a description of this Gabrielle. He was a hybrid, a moose centaur, that was colored burgundy and had the antlers on its ass. It constantly kept saying, I've covered wars, you know. Okay.
Don't you know?
Wars, you know. I've covered wars, you know. I've covered wars, you know. I've covered wars, you know. I'm just replacing the words with what you say I constantly say, so that's going to be the rest of the story. Don't tell the character that's reading the story what he says, unless it's relevant.
When it comes from
Except you're not
KZX,
Gabrielle
nothing is
Wingu.
relevant.
With this short description, Joel segued to the next paragraph, awkward, while giving them the fourth wall a nice right pinch. Joel then rode on Gabe as he ran to get him out of the dimension with the power of 2.0 zillion gigawatts of Guido energy.
That's covered wars.
Again, that joke would have been funnier if you'd actually used another reference, but I'll leave the crowd to figure that one out. They then somehow ended up on a new planet which was completely different, not so far away from Earth 2. It was planet Roberto. They thought they were never going to return to the planet Joel once knew. But this was the plan of the mastermind behind this original ordeal. It was a person to be revealed in Chapter 3. See you then, Negroes!
P.S. Chapter 3 is going to be shit.
we wrote
We're doing Chapter 4 next.
Right there.